Hi, welcome back to Crafty Rat Designs, and thank you for joining me today for another Plan With Me video. So this week I'm doing a collaboration video with the Onyx Raven Co. And that is my friend Ash, and we're going to be using the same kit, the same sticker kit this week for our planning. So if you don't already follow Ash, then hop over to her channel, check out some of her videos, and if you like what you see, then do give her a subscribe because her videos are amazing. So Ash's channel is kind of like crafty, scrapbooky and planning. It's not just exclusively planning. She does all sorts of different things. So if you are crafty or into arts and crafts, then you should definitely go and check that out. But yep, she will be creating a video using the same kit as me, which is the Crystal Galaxies kit from my shop. I will also pop a link to that kit in the description below if you would like to go and buy it or have a look at it or anything like that. So I think that it's quite interesting sometimes to have a look at other people's planning styles, because particularly at the moment I've been feeling a bit kind of like in a rut with my planning. I seem to plan, put my planner away and then not look at it until the week after, and I know that's really bad, but I still do it anyway. So I think sometimes it's quite interesting to change things up a bit and try new planning styles, and it's interesting to look at other people's planners and how they plan and take bits from that that you think could work for you. So I think that's really nice about the kind of collab videos that some people make, and I think that's why we sort of decided to make our own, so that you can kind of see how we both use the kit in our own way. I believe Ash in the past has made like 2 weeks worth of planning from one of my kits, so she's really good at sort of utilising the stickers, whereas I just sort of stick things down and then I end up with loads left, and then I like give them away after a while when the piles got too big for me to do anything with. So if you want to know a way that you can kind of like make the most of your sticker kits, then Ash's channel is really good for that. She's really good at that kind of thing with stickers. So somebody asked me last week why I use a traveller's notebook as opposed to a ring-bound planner. So I wanted to have a little chat about that, and also just talk a little bit about what kind of things I generally go for in terms of planning supplies. So why do I use a traveller's notebook? I would say I tried to use a ring-bound planner, and a lot of people know, like, I think a lot of you think that I hate ring-bound planners. I don't necessarily hate ring-bound planners. I think they're really useful in the way that you can take things out and move things around, and they're not fixed to be a certain thing, which would be great for me because I'm so indecisive. But I also like the idea of being able to take notebooks out of the planner and them not being individual sheets of paper, because I just end up with stacks of like paper everywhere that's unorganized, or I've taken it out or I've moved it and I can't find it. So a traveller's notebook for me, it's like having, I see it as having like a notebook in your purse, but having different notebooks for lots of different things all in one giant notebook that holds it all together and makes it look pretty. That's like the simple thing. That's like why I sort of went for it originally. I think the thing with traveller's notebooks with me is that they're so easy to decorate. They look cute, they're chunky. So easy to make a traveller's notebook chunky and to decorate it nicely and just make it like homely. I've never sort of felt homely in a ring-bound planner. It's always felt like, ugh, that's a planner that I don't use. I think another thing that I do love about traveller's notebooks is the dashboards. I know you can get dashboards in the ring-bound planners, but I just love that you can sort of slide them under, slide them back out, change them up, be all exciting. But yeah, I think the thing mostly is that you can take the notebooks out and use them on their own. and they're a standalone thing if you want them to be. The benefit for me is that I can really easily create inserts that are exactly what I need because I design my own inserts, whereas I think some people do struggle finding inserts that sort of match what they need. But yeah, I think it's the feeling of having a traveller's notebook. There's no rings in the middle that get in the way of your hands. You don't trap your fingers in the rings, which I do every single time without fail. And also, I just think there's something about traveller's notebooks that feels nice. Like when you hold a chic sparrow or a foxy fix, they just feel nice. I imagine that there are, because you can get foxy fix ring bound planners as well, I suppose, but I worry that the rings are going to get in the way, or the rings are going to damage the leather, or this, that and the other, and it's just easier for me to just have strings. Change things up as and when I need them. I can just stack my notebooks on the shelf until I need them again, or I can keep them, I can archive them without there being bits of paper flying all over the place or getting lost on my desk. So that's why I like traveller's notebooks. I know that somebody did ask that. And somebody else asked in the previous Q&A post on my Facebook group what sort of style I look for in like my purchases and my planner accessories. You all know that I go for the witchy vibe and the neutrals. Why I do that? I think with the planner, I like neutral planners because you can change the inside easily without having to match it up to the rest of the planner. Like for example, if I bought a yellow planner, I would feel like everything inside either had to match yellow or be yellow. Whereas my neutral, my beige planner, my mink planner, my chocolate cherry, it's a little bit pink, but it's not too pink that it's taking things away. It's still neutral enough that I can put any kind of colour scheme inside it and it will still look good. That's sort of what I like about the neutral planners. As for stickers and things and my setups, they're always going to be sort of witchy or esoteric inspired things. I think there's always going to be an element of that in there. I just love having magic in everything I do. Like I feel like my planner's my happy place, and I love to have like a fantasy world in there of things that make me happy. And that's sort of why I go for the style that I do. Having said that, I've recently found that I've fallen a little bit out with my traveller's notebook. I'm not using it as much as I should. Like if I've got to write something down, I will go for a list thing, like just them memo pads with lists on. I'm more likely to go for one of them than to grab my traveller's notebook. And I think the problem for me is that I've got to open it up, find a page, write it down. It has to be neat. So that's something that I'm going to work on, and I'm thinking about doing like one book July, is it? In a traveller's notebook, having that one thing, forcing myself to use it and only using that for like a month and seeing what it is that I use most, what it is that benefits me in planning, and also thinking about whether using like a full kit of stickers every week is really necessary, or whether it's just sort of something that I'm doing for the visuals. Like you don't always need it. Am I wasting it? Am I wasting time doing it? I do enjoy sitting down and planning, and it sort of helps me refresh my brain every week, but I am a bit crazy with the stickers, so I'm sort of having to think about whether or not I need to do a full weekly spread every week, and that is something that I'm going to be thinking about. So I might share some videos on sort of one book July sort of thing in the near future. I've got a couple more plan with me's on the horizon, but we'll see. I might have a little bit of an experiment with my style over the next few weeks, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, that is the plan with me for this week. Remember, this is a collab plan with me, so I will pop a link in the description to Ash's video using the same kit. Definitely go check out her channel. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything that you'd like me to talk about in my upcoming videos. And until next time, I will see you soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.